Moose are crazy. You can call in an area like this and nothing comes out, and then come back the next day and there's a bull here.
Can be very aggressive when they're rutting. Dangerous. People have been killed by them.
So I know what one looks like.
20 years I've been applying, studying, researching, and they finally gave me a tag.
Talk about the pressure being on. You get one chance at this. You hope for the right conditions. You hope for some encounters. And of course, you hope for that once in a lifetime type bull.
How about threading the needle on that shot, boys?
Dude. You had a whisker left. You had a whisker left.
Well, it's worth the 20-year wait, folks. I can say that.
Hi, welcome to Moose Camp and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Grid. This is a once in a lifetime hunt for Guy. He drew a moose tag this year, and talk about the pressure being on. You get one chance at this. You hope for the right conditions. You hope for some encounters. And of course, you hope for that once in a lifetime type bull. Now this hunt took place over the course of about 13 days. We're hiking, we're riding bikes behind gated roads, we're dirt biking, we're using all the resources that we have possible to find the bull that we're looking for. And you won't believe how this hunt panned out on a spectacular encounter on a giant bull.
We're just calling into this basin right here. Maybe hoping there's a big bull, maybe staged in one of these timber fingers or pockets that'll come out. Thinking there's a hot cow wandering this bottom looking for a bull. So moose are crazy. You can call in an area like this and nothing comes out, and then come back the next day and there's a bull here that heard you from who knows how far away, and it took him hours and hours, if not a whole day, to get here. And then he starts searching for the cow. So, you know, a bull elk can be here 3 miles in 15 minutes. A moose can take 2 days to work that distance. So
they're not herd animals.
Nope.
So you got moose that are wandering around in the forest, and the small window that you have that is on your side is the rut, right? Calling. And still, you know, it's not like you can hear a moose grunting from 1,000 yards away.
Yeah.
And like an elk direct line of sight, you can hear an elk bugling. And so you have that small window of the rut where, yeah, calling's on your side. But as we found too, you know, a mild year, not a lot of call-ins, not a lot of rut activity that we saw during the daytime.
Yeah.
And so that makes it tough too.
Moose are very susceptible to heat. They can get heat stroke. They do not like to come out in the bright sun. You know, you get a warm Indian summer like we've had, or fall, or September, we had 75 degrees. They just don't come out, and they can survive that way. They can find each other even in that thick, dark timber, but it makes it very difficult to hunt them. Like I said, it is a needle in a haystack. They're looking for each other, you're looking for them.
should I 3?
Just gathering grouse. 'Tis the season. Grouse breast. He's dead. That's a nice one. Nice little roughy. Talk about awesome eating right here. Yeah. You know you got them when they're doing the flutter. That's gonna be a good eater right there. Stayed out of the breast meat, broke the wing, hit him up top. Look at that fan.
That's a big breast there.
This is a freaking mini chicken right here. Don't want to poke into the stomach. That's really thin right there. Oh, it's so beautiful. Perfect. Come get you some of this. We got ruffed grouse, grilled ruffed grouse sandwich. A little pepper jack, a little cayenne, a little mayo. That's $35 down at the restaurant. Organic, free range, wild. Oh my gosh. And you shoot the young ones because it's like tenderloin. It's just tender. It's so good. Melt in your mouth. Some rough grouse.
Freaking incredible.
Good.
Well, we are going in after moose. We got a spot that's a dirt bike only, and we only have 2 dirt bikes and 3 guys. So Digi has come up with a plan. This is somewhat like a bad episode of Jackass.
Should work. What do they say? If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Jackass style.
At least you got the orange rope to go along to match the KTM.
This is the KTM rope.
Yep, it can't go behind the Honda. It's got to go behind the KTM, right, Timmy? Okay. How's this going to work? You better make it just a loop and see if it's going to work. Pop a wheelie. I did this behind a boat once.
Slingshot yourself.
I asked Tim how fast he could go doing that. He said as fast as the biker wants to. All right, let's go.
It's just like everything. Think of classic moose country.
All I got is a straight on, Joe. I think his royal might be bladed. It's pretty thick. What have you heard you call it, moose? Yeah, do. But we don't have any elk tags. So we're looking for moose. But it's a good sign he came out on that point. He heard us call him moose, so if he can hear us, a moose can hear us.
What we also found too is excellent movement during nasty weather. Cold fronts, rain, snow, clearly that was a difference maker.
The worse, the better. Right? They feel comfortable, the temperature's good, and off they go.
So I know what one looks like. Not quite what we're looking for. He's a young bull, probably 3 years old maybe. He's got a split brow tine on one side and just straight on the other. Probably about 32 inches wide. But he's traveling looking for cows. We're looking for a bull that's 5 or 6 years old or more. You can tell how thin he is. He's not real filled out. When those bulls get real big, their neck will get big. They'll get a huge hump and a deep chest, and he's pretty slicked out. In fact, when I first saw him, I thought it was his head was down. I thought it was an Angus cow up here that someone left. So he had a real flat back, but just a young bull. Pretty neat to see though. So it's a pass up. We're gonna go try to find a big one. Sad enough. Got a big bell on him. There he goes. Let's go find a big one. We want to find one that's about twice that size and has 2 or at least 3, sometimes 4 risers on the front. So
We sorted through a lot of young bulls, 11 total.
Yep. 3 good ones, what
Yeah.
I consider good ones, but just a little lower than what this area produces. That's the other thing, is knowing what the area is capable of. Every area is different.
Yeah, so what's a good one? I mean, what do you consider a good one?
A good one, and here's the interesting thing. In moose, they measure them in width because it's the only animal that the outside maximum spread counts in the score. And so everybody kind of categorizes them by width. 30 inches wide is decent. That's where you're getting into somewhat mature. High 30s is borderline, getting good. A good moose is 40, over 40
That's kind of the
inches.
benchmark, right? It's
Big
40
is
inches.
50.
Yeah, yeah.
Monstrous is 60. Like you get towards 60 and not even quite 60. High 50s, and that's like 40-inch mule deer. I mean, that's
Huge.
the stratosphere, yeah.
So we went to a new area. We've been doing what we've been doing for several days, blind calling, just projecting that cow call. And actually, as we were headed out of the drainage, we saw this bull up on the mountain, your bull. And we called him to the road.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do?
If you've hunted moose before, if they're coming toward a road, you don't shoot until they get to the road or they stop and hang up and you don't think you're going to get any closer. It's a lot different than elk. One of the arts of moose hunting is getting them close to a road and then putting them down. You can get in a bind with an animal that large.
dude, it's 500 yards.
He's coming.
Call him. He's coming.
He's coming right now. See?
Oh, yep, there he is.
Get ready, Guy.
Whoa.
Jeremy.
How big is he, Dizzy?
He's decent.
Let me get my range finding binoculars. He's 100 yards, 150.
But it was really thick where we were, and he was using the willows and the aspen grove, which is really thick, to his advantage to come in, and it was almost like what you'd see in Canada, Saskatchewan, and you have the road cut through it.
That's what happened.
And he was going across and going to disappear into the brush on the other side. And so it was a snap decision, and we took advantage of it. They don't always end up that way, but you definitely take a gift when it's given.
We got some work to do. It's a big old bull. He's got 5 brows on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 on the other. 4 on the other. How many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on one side. And to be able to come hunt my home valley where I grew up is just something really special.
Look at that thing.
Oh yeah, it turns down.
Drop tine in the making.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Guy.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
This is as good as it gets.
He is a freaking beast.
I just can't even. God! You gotta park. Dude! Look at the palmation up front. Timmy, we're gonna need your help. Get behind him, Guy. Get behind him. I wanna get photos.
No grouse burgers tonight, boys. We are having moose steaks. That was absolutely incredible, Dan. Dude, Dan called this bull in from over a mile. Just kept coming and coming and coming. I mean, just rut craze, just like you dream about, right?
You can't even think this up. How quick it happened. I'm still in shock. I'm sure you are too. I cannot believe this just happened on this caliber of a bull. An amazing specimen. 5 brows on each side, up front, and then 14 and 12, right?
Yep. So what is that, 26 points? 20 points is a good bull. You look for 10 on each side. Is good. 26 is really good. I mean, most Shiras moose have a split brow.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3. 5? That's like Alaska moose. This is Yukon moose.
This is unbelievable. It's off the charts.
What a slammer. Jeez. Well, it's worth the 20-year wait, folks. I can say that.
You're moose hunting, everyone dreams of calling one up, just like elk, but on a different level.
Yep.
And that's what happened. So it couldn't have happened any better. So thank you for that. Thank you for the help. We couldn't have done it without, but it was a 20 minutes of chaos. Pretty exhilarating experience because it's something so unique and so special and so rare.
And if anybody can experience at least one, whether you have the tag or not, in your life in the lower 48, do it. Get on a moose hunt, go with a buddy. It's totally worth it.
How's that for a front shoulder?